disciple, truth in the streets, word for your walk, got soul in the beats. Faith that's real, hope will revive. Every week preaching the word in your life.
Good afternoon. This is Urban Disciple coming to you again. We're so blessed to be able to reach out and to talk to a few people. Good afternoon. This is Urban Disciple coming to you again. Appreciate it if you've taken. We're so blessed to be able to reach over there and hit the subscribe, reach out and to talk to a few people. Ring the little bell, and if you subscribe to the channel, get anything out along the way, we might have something that you might be interested in. Well, I just want to talk to you button and ring the little bell and a little bit today, and subscribe to the channel. Blessed you might somewhere along the way we might have. Do we really know how blessed it is? Well, I just want to talk to you. Tell you a little story here. A little story about a blessed man by the name of Conrad. Do we really know how blessed he had a little farm? It wasn't a big farm, but he had a little. On that farm, he had a little story here, a little story about a man by the name of Conrad or so of guineas, and he had a little farm. It wasn't a big farm, but he had a rooster or two. On that farm, he had a few goats and had an old had a pig or so of guineas and a couple of pigs, but one of them in particular, 2 or 3 dozen chickens, about him after a rooster or two. Maybe had an old donkey on that farm too. Had an old, getting a little bit old, and had an old pig, a little bit stubborn, and a couple of like he didn't have much sense anymore at all. We're going to talk about him after a while. Acted. Maybe had an old donkey on that farm too. That word dumb. A little bit old, and but a little bit stubborn. Act like he didn't have much sense anymore at all. Kind of acted. I want to talk about the little pig for a few minutes. That's one call that word dumb. I don't know. Conrad had built a big old pen out there around the great big old oak tree. But I want to talk about the little pig for a few minutes. That one pig had a particular big old grassy spot in one. Conrad had built a big old pen out there around the great big old almost right beside the oak tree. Had a big old hole where he was a mud hole. The old pig just loved to waller in that. Had a big old grassy spot in one corner of it, and he had more out there, right there beside. Blessed about that he ever had a big old realized where he was a mud hole. He didn't even consider where it come from. He just that mud took it for granted, and he had more every day and just enjoy himself. And the only blessed about that he ever realized. Oak tree, he had huge acres. It was big acres. Consider where it come from. It fall out there on the ground. Took it for granted and. Oh, that old pig every day enjoy himself, and on this big old them acres, and just make oak tree, he had gorge over acres, go out big acres, a little bit, big old acres, and just fall out there on the ground, and get back out and just enjoy that. Fall out on that grassy spot, them acres, and just make yourself just gorge over them, and then go out and water a little bit in the mud hole. But you know what? When I say he was so blessed, and get back out one time. Fall out on that grassy spot on that grass that he ever look up, enjoy himself in that, and that sunshine. But you know what? When I say he was so blessed, he just took it for granted that they would be there every day. One time in his entire that he'd have life that he ever look up. You know, that's like some and to see where his blessings. That's really kind of like some of us Christian people. He just took it for granted that we have the promises of God. We're saved, and we have the promises of God. All of his needs be met. We just expect God. You know, that's like care of us. We expect it. That's give him very little thanks. Give him very little praise. We have the promises of God, and we're saved. We have the promises of God, and we just expect God to take care of us. And we expect it. It's give him very little thanks. Give him very little praise. But that's the way we just take it for granted so many times. We ought to give God the glory and ought to give God the praise have that every single day of our life. And I found in my life that it's sad to say that instead of just going and that's the way asking God. Some of us are and asking, and we ought to give God the glory and ask, give God the praise every single day of our life. Matthew 7 over 7. I found in my life that if I take in mind, instead of just knocking, it shall be open unto God. And asking, and I know the word says, ask, blessings of God are there. Matthew 7, I know he says to ask, seek, you know, so many times I go knock, it shall be open unto you. I tell the Lord that this day, Lord, I'm not just coming to ask you if God are there. Or I'm not coming to ask you to ask today. But you know, so many times I go before your throne to worship you, to praise you. I tell the Lord that this day, Lord, I'm not just coming to ask you for all your goodness and mercy to me. I'm not coming to ask you. We serve a God that's mindful of us. I just want to come before your throne. It doesn't matter how large it is or how small it is. Give you the praise and the glory that is mindful of us for all your goodness and your mercy. And He already knows what you need. And you know, we serve a God that's mindful of us, the least little thing, or it doesn't matter how large it is or how small it is. But we serve a God that is mindful of us. And He already knows what you need before